How do I go back? Oh, I can just do the settings here, I think. Oh, yeah, nope. Back to menu real quick. I forgot to update my settings. System. Hold up. I think it was this one. No. I think it was this. Yeah, customize. No warnings. Jump scare, yes. Allow self-love. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're gonna leave that off. Cat back. Alrighty. Local game. Glad we got that all cleared up. I really just needed to. I tried something out with a friend when I played this for the first time. I had to learn. I had to unlock the Prank Master version. Okay. Shit, dog. Focus on narrative and take of the scenic route, higher initial resources, deep conversations are impossible to fail. Okay, impossible to fail, which means that if I got it wrong, instead of failing me, it would just, okay. Okay. Let's take the easy road for now. The road, that mystical beast of asphalt. We once tamed it in what became one of the strangest, most wonderful journeys of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Summer was coming to an end when Polly and Scott planned a road trip. The whole thing was bound to go off the rails. This was Prank Masters after all. Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. And Polly Geist, 22, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. Each of them, by themselves, an agent of chaos. But together, together they were the perfect combo for hijinks to ensue. Who in their right mind would have agreed to join them on such a trip? Me. Alright, so they got new characters in this version. They got the cat as an actual playable character. I don't know who this is. They're kind of new. Of course, you got the fan favorite, you know. Literally the fan put into the game, I guess. I don't know. A moth character. Probably like the one in the camp. Then, of course, the main cast from the original. Yeah, I'm going to play my favorite from the original. And we're gonna be Clid this time. Yeah, we're gonna be Clid with they, them pronouns, sure. Makes it a little easier for me. Ooh, what vibes are we rocking? Okay. I'm digging it. Okay. Some like crab rave kind of thing. I like it. Okay. It literally sounds like crab wave a little bit, mixed with something from like what's that one handheld game that I used to play a lot of? It was like Beat Saber. No, it was like Geometry Dash. That sounds like something from Geometry Dash. Let's see, lo-fi beats. Okay. I'm chill with that. It's pretty good. We want some fucking rock going, dude. Like in the first game. Okay, this like from the first game, so I'm thinking more like lo-fi or tropical rave. Yeah, let's go lo-fi. We'll go lo-fi. What? The road trip a dangerous idea? Or was the road trip a dangerous idea? Yes. Was it poorly planned? Yes. Did we do it anyway? Fuck yeah. For in the end, we were young and unafraid. And we were ready to start. Yeah, baby! The game saves checkpoints automatically. Okay. I don't think that works on the online mode, but it works on here at least, so if we do have to cut the stream for some reason, or if it just cuts off randomly, at least it saves. Alright, so we get to pick where we go first. We can go to the fancy hotel. As you can see, there's the little question marks. It means we don't know what we'll earn while they're there. And then you see that down there, we can earn some stamina. That's what that food thing is. And then, like, that little angel-looking thing is soul. We can earn some soul there, or food for sure. I don't think I've been to any of these places. You know what? Let's go to Animal Sanctuary. I've always enjoyed chasing cars, but it's so much easier when you're inside one. Okay. Welcome to the Animal Sanctuary. It even has a petting zoo. There are dogs, cats, goats, bunnies, alpacas, ducklings. It warms your heart to see so many animals being loved and cared for. Surrounded by all the wholesomeness and fur, what do you want to do? Good question. Polly, I've been meaning to ask you, how do you road trip?
There's no shame in asking, Scott. Let me explain. All of us will share 6 essential resources, and we need to manage them wisely to keep this trip afloat. So we need to be careful because the choices we make during this trip can affect the resources. And if one of them depletes completely, we can kiss this road trip goodbye.
Oh, I get it. So our goal is to avoid running out of any resource and keep road tripping forever.
No, the goal is to reach one of the 6 destinations every road trip leads to. I have the travel guide that explains how to reach each destination. It requires us to hoard a different resource.
You can check said guide whenever you want. Press the button shown in the destination tab. There, you'll find the requirements to reach a destination and win the game.
Enough exposition, narrator voice inside our heads. We gotta keep our resources far above 0 and hoarding enough of one resource to reach a destination. Let's go.
Okay, cool. So let's see. We got 6 different things to choose from, and we got 2 for sure right here. Alright, 1 second. I'm gonna put my thinking cap on here. What do I want to do? There's a cat cafe. This will ensure we have enough stamina. Volunteer with the rescue animals will give us some soul. And petting the animals. Now, those little up-down lines, they basically show us like how much of what we're gonna gain. Like they're like give and take situations. They don't show me exactly how much. It's like give and take stuff. So if we volunteer with the rescue animals, we will lose something else. If we go to the cat cafe, we'll probably lose money. Volunteer at the rescue shelter, we'll probably lose some hype. I'm thinking, and petting the animals will probably gain hype, in my opinion. Let's see. I kind of want to go. Kind of want to just rescue the animals. You're checking the place out, pooping snoots with all sorts of cute critters when you run into a familiar face. Oh, hey, you guys. Oh, hey. Are you guys volunteering at the sanctuary, too? Hey, Faith. We'd love to. Do you have any animals who could use some volunteering/friendship? Sure. Why don't you spend time with old Major? He's getting up there in years and could use a little exercise. Woohoo! I love you! Oh, Major, let's play fetch. Last one to the dog park has to throw the frisbee. Polly, can you brush Annie the alpaca if you want? She's a very sweet girl. I'd rather brush your alpaca, if you know what I mean. No idea what you mean, honestly, but I'm gonna guess it's a sex thing. It's usually a sex thing with you. You betcha! Well, I'm kind of working right now, but maybe we can brush alpacas when I go on break. Fuck yeah, boo. Text me when you're free. And Euclid, what if you hang out with Colonel Gumbo? Faith takes you to the ugliest, grumpiest cat you've ever seen. If cats had phalanges, this one would definitely be giving you the finger. Colonel Grumpo was rescued from a really bad situation and has trouble trusting monsters, but I promise there's a sweet boy under all that radiating hate. Have fun. Great. Scott got to play fetch and Polly's having car sex while you're stuck with the world's meanest cat. Oh, well, maybe it will be okay. Wait, did Colonel Grumpo just steal your wallet? How? You didn't even see him move. You better get on that cat's good side before he does something worse. Cat's obviously lost faith in people due to monster kind's inevitable descent into idiocy. Show off your literature knowledge? Okay. Sure, show Colonel Grumpo that you're a real deal by giving him what all cats desire most, the chance to drive a Ferrari. Damn, dog. That sounds fun. Let's see. I want to see that one. In the time it takes you to convince a rental company to give you a Ferrari, despite your horrible driving record, your friends have returned. Hey, have you guys seen the car up front with the grumpy cat in the driver's seat? It's so cool they're letting unprivileged animals work for Uber now. Wait, is Colonel Grumpo in that Ferrari? Clid, are you letting the cat drive? That's so dangerous. Meh, I'm not pressed. I'm dead anyway, so who cares? Let's go for a ride with Colonel Grumpo. But I have no sense of danger. A cat chauffeur sounds cool. I see no problem with this. Grumpy kitty, take us away. You all hop in the car with Colonel Grumpo and let him drive you to the sunset. So this is a regular thing with you, Clid. Every time you want to cheer up a cat, you let him drive a Ferrari? Pretty much. Kill, kill.
Woo! I love sticking my tongue out the window. You're the best reckless driver ever, Colonel Grumpo.
Well, at least everyone's wearing their seatbelt. That makes me feel marginally better about this extremely unsafe situation. You give Faith a few extra white hairs, but your joyride is a success. You can see the small smile on Colonel Grumpo's face as he snoozes on the steering wheel. You lose 2 money on the car rental, but gain 2 souls spending time with Colonel Grumpo. That's pretty good. I like that. Doom's Diner, order if you dare. Futuristic gas station. Whoa, snap. Looks like we'll lose some money there, or gain gas, which is magic. Magic is gas. This one only has good things about it, so we'll go here for now. Remember to check the speed limit.
I think it's 4 speeds per car.
You read about this diner in the listed of top 10 most cursed restaurants you should never visit. Obviously, you took that as a challenge. Seriously, after all the dark magic you've messed with over the years, you'd think you could handle a diner. So now that you're here, what do you do? Woohoo! Oh, I'm sorry, wrong voice.
Woohoo! Again! Let's choose an action and make an event happen.
Yes, I'm ready for all the randomness these events involve.
Actually, Polly, I was checking the travel guide, and it seems they aren't so random after all. Look at these different signs. Apparently refer to different types of events. The most common type of events are called exchange events. After making a choice, you always lose a resource and gain a resource no matter what. The trick is making the right choice since they decide which resources are gained and lost. But if a resource sign next to it involves this sign, that's called a known resource. It means the resources are guaranteed to be affected no matter what your choice is. If the sign is positive, then the resource is guaranteed to be gained. If it's negative, then you know you're going to lose it. Like for example, if we see an action with this sign, we'll know we're going to lose money here. Our choice will only determine which resource we'll gain.
That's not so bad. If we know we're losing or gaining resources is unavoidable, we can be strategic about it. This all sounds very useful, but also like too much pressure for fan favorite Polly to keep track of. Clid, can we leave the directions to you? Thanks.
Alrighty. Seems like I'm the one that's got to do everything round here.
What I'd like to do, order something, stamina. See what we got so far. Our soul's the only thing that's gone up so far. I don't know what that one is. Look for a booth, order something, use the jukebox. That's hype. So I guess I don't see a soul here. Maybe we'll go with hype. Or this one. Which that? Mind? I think that's mind. Look for a booth. We'll do mind on that one. You and your friends enter the diner. Your heart is full of hope, and if this meal goes your way, it'll soon be full of cholesterol too. Welcome to Doom's Diner, where we've been in business of misery since 1952. How may I help you? One group-sized booth, please. Can you bring us 3 extra bottles of ketchup too? I'd like ketchup as my appetizer, and Polly keeps the rest in a plastic baggies to throw at cars on the highway. Don't care, didn't ask. It's dead as a Morgan here, so you guys can sit wherever you want. Tight! You head for the closest booth. Cled, are you crazy? We can't just pick any old booth like that. Picking a diner booth is massively important. You gotta think about jukebox proximity, drafts in the building, lingering bad vibes. It's like the time Coach said, if you ever find yourself in someone else's flashback, make sure to be of assistance by providing a wise and useful piece of advice. I don't know what that means, but it felt appropriate to say here. Fine, if it's that important to them, you start searching the diner for the ideal place to sit. Something strange starts to happen. No matter how much you walk, the surroundings keep repeating, as if this diner was a background of an old cartoon. Minutes become hours, you're still walking. Booths, neon signs become a reminder that your venture is an inescapable 50s theme nightmare full of grease and despair. Alright, you guys, we're lost. I know when I'm beat, but let's all be adults here and avoid looking for someone to blame, okay? It's Polly. Polly is the one to blame. But that's not important. The important thing here is the person to thank once you lead your friends out of this diner. Make a blood sacrifice the diner's assistance. Hire a oh man. I guess a blood sacrifice would be cool and all, but whose blood are we sacrificing? And would that dig into one of the things we already built up? I hope that would probably dig into our soul a bit, wouldn't it? It's black magic. We'll probably have to use this one and go for money on the next run. Good idea. Hey, you in the checkered booth, are you a Sherpa? Yeah, let me guess. You're assuming that a Sherpa is a person who can guide you through a dangerous foreign environment, yeah? A Sherpa is actually a Tibetan ethnic group, and reducing that group to a mere profession is kind of a bit of a stereotype. You don't want a Sherpa, you want a guide. Oh, sorry, my bad. I'm guessing you're not a Sherpa then. Well, I happen to actually be a Sherpa, but that's beside the point. The important thing here is that you're looking for a guide, okay? Yeah, got it. Do you know where to find the guide who can lead us out of this diner then? As a matter of fact, I'm a regular here, so I could act as your guide too. So in this specific case, I'm both a Sherpa and a guide, but let's not allow this coincidence to inform your future use of the term, okay? Gotcha. Then follow me, I'll lead you out of here. Perfect. You pay your guide 2 money and leads you to a harrowing journey through the Doom's Diner. That was once a tedious, nerve-ending diner soon becomes something actually dangerous. The architecture of the place starts to break into Assyrian structures that defy all logic. It's almost as if the diner was never a diner at all, but a sentient creature trying to pass as a diner. It's very unsettling. Like when the floor rapidly recedes, presenting a bottomless pit, you all jump back, but Guide falls short. He manages to grab an edge, but it doesn't look good. Quick, take my hand! No, you must run. Don't worry, I always knew the risks of coming to this cursed diner. It's just, you can't beat their fried pickles. They're really good. But before he finishes the sentence, he falls into the abyss, and you run for your lives. Hey, no running in the diner. What? As if the diner accepted your guide as an offering. The interior of the place is back to normal. You tell everything to Gerard. So that happened.
Can I interest you in the special daily offer burgers with a side of fried pickles and the price of signing this agreement stating you can't sue Doom's Diner?
Deal! You eat your burgers, and while you mourn your friend, you gain 2 mine for freeing yourselves from one nightmarish maze.
I'm kinda sad, bros. That guide was really nice.
Don't be sad, Scott. If you think about it, our Tibetan friend didn't die in vain. We got these burgers out of it.
Yeah, and he was right. These fried pickles are really good.
Alright. Where to next, my guy? Let's see, there's a national park and an art exhibit. We need money, so we should probably... Oh, Jesus. Yeah, we should probably go here.
This thing about road trip, nothing happens.
Oh, you bitch.
Whoa, am I getting dishwashing or resources go up and down?
Yeah, man. Is it even possible to know we're losing or gaining beforehand? Dang, we're doomed. Put something on the radio. We might fuck up this road trip, but at least we'll fuck it up while having some fun.
Okay.
Welcome to our humble radio. Welcome to our humble radio show, where our guests give narratively convenient road trip trips. Today we have road trip supervisors Cormac S. Thompson and Hunter McCarthy. Guys, what can you share with our audience?
Well, let me start by saying that the number one cause of road trip-related deaths is not properly understanding how to manage resources. Oh yes, the dreaded 6 most unexperienced road trippers think they behave in arbitrary ways, but that's simply not true. When you think about the choices on the road, you have to look for little cues to infer what resources you'll be losing and gaining. Money might be the easy one. You're buying, renting something, money down, hiring someone, money down, doing a job or selling something, money up. But well, sometimes the solution doesn't obviously involve buying something, but involves using expensive stuff you may need to rent or buy. And what about magic, the mysterious substance that fuels our cars? Magic is tricky because sometimes you'll need to use it for spells, summoning, curses, and that will mean learning about magic and risking the empty fuel tank. And getting magic up can be quite hard if you find the gas station, or you may need to resort to performing sacrifices or colluding with strange and powerful entities. You know, classic road trip stuff. Our time is up, fellas. Let's discuss other resources in the future episode of everyone's favorite radio show, Convenient Exposition.
Wow, that was stupidly convenient. Scott, did you take any notes?
Nope.
Well, I hope Clint did at least, or otherwise they're truly fucked, and I'm not in a good way.
Oh, cool. Wasn't a real event. Art is beautiful, art is emotional, art is raw, unfiltered exploration of monsters' condition. Art is apparently painting a white stripe on a blue canvas and charging $40 million for it. It's time to get cultured. What do you do with the art exposition? Let's see. Interpret the art gives us money. Displaying my own art might give us money, but we don't know. So we're gonna go interpret art because we know it gives us money. Greetings, friends. Did I hear that you're seeking to do some art interpretation? Yep, he overheard right, and if there's anyone here who knows how to interpret art, it's Liam. Or to put it another way, if there's anyone who's a know-it-all enough to tell other people how to interpret art, it's Liam. Interpreting fine art takes a sensitive soul, a keenly trained eye, and centuries of studying the different schools of art. Nah, looking at art is easy. You just play fuck, marry, kill with it.
You get points if you have the best reason for what option you choose because we all know art sports are the same.
You've got to be kidding me. Art interpretation is much more complex than playing fuck, marry, kill. Yeah? Then why are so many famous art pieces about sex and murder? Checkmate.
Liam opens his face hole to argue some more, but then you're tapped on your shoulder by a stranger.
Pardon my interruption, but I am in dire need of advice. I am an eccentric billionaire here to buy a painting, but I cannot make up my mind. You all seem like experts in art interpretation. I was hoping you could help me decide.
You've come to the right place. You've come to the right vampire, good sir. Let me offer you my services. I will kindly write a 30-page dissertation on which piece you should buy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think you misunderstand. I was just wondering if you could look at this painting here and tell me if you would fuck, marry, or kill it.
You got this shit. You take a good look at the art and choose. Oh, is this the art? I like the contrasting lines. I'm digging that. It's a little square. I don't know if I want to fuck it, but I would definitely marry that. Ah, why do you always choose marry? It's the most vanilla one. What's exciting or sexy about making a long-term commitment to your soulmate?
Is that why people get married? I thought it was so they could get cool, hyphenated last name.
Or because you lost a bet, I should know. Nah, marriage began so powerful families could mutually increase their wealth and or political power. I refuse to marry these days in protest of capitalistic nature of it all. Yeah, that's why.
Wait, says the billionaire. So you're saying if I marry the painting instead of buying it, I'll get more wealth instead of spending money?
I mean, I wasn't really saying that at all. But I've always wanted to attend an art wedding, so I'm not going to talk you out of this.
The rich guy pays you 2 money for your consultancy, and you also gain 1 wedding invitation. Woohoo! Sadly, the wedding sucks. The groom side is all snooty rich assholes, so there's no fun. There's no fun to talk to. Meanwhile, the bride side is just other paintings, and they can't talk at all. Polly was right. This is what you get for choosing the most vanilla of the 3. You're rejoicing -2 hype. Fuck. It's a good thing we're going for soul, not hype. Alright, so it looks like there's... that one's got soul. Okay. And that one's got soul. They both got soul. Okay. So do we want to go to the UFO sighting or a dungeon? Dungeon, soul... There's UFOs. Dungeons or aliens? This is hard, man. I love both so much. Alright. You know what?
Polly, can I stick my head out the car?
Scott, it's the convertible. Your head's always out of the car.
Whoa!
This is freaking nuts. You came here today to answer the age-old question, do aliens exist? Who knows if you'll see any today. But at least it'll be fun to hang out with other UFO supporters. So besides watch stars and swap extraterrestrial conspiracy theories, what do you want to do? Make tinfoil hats. That's what we're gonna do. But before I do that, let's crack open some beer. Ugh. I say beer, but it's wine coolers. I don't like the taste of beer. Blue raspberry lemonade. So tasty. So sour. So sweet. And then it's gone. Don't sue me, Sour Patch Kids. I was just joking. It's not a Sour Patch Kid thing. Send a message. We'd lose soul. That's not good. We don't need to lose soul. We need to gain it. You come upon a huge gathering of UFO spotters. You see a lot of telescopes, constellation charts, and Jefferson Airplane CDs going around. You also see Kale and Abdaboo. Fuck it.
Sup, guys? Didn't know you're all here into UFO sightseeing.
Hey, bros, we're just on a road trip. Decided to stop by. There's so many people with cool telescopes here.
That's not all they've got. UFO spotters have surprisingly diverse interests.
Want to give us your grand tour? Over there are the IT crowd. There's popular spotters who know all the latest end-of-the-world prophecy gossip. The nerds by the creek can test what chemicals the man is putting in the water. There's the chemical trail spotters, the alien abductee support group, the vehicle enthusiasts who know all of the different UFO types.
What about these shiny guys over there? Are they UFO cosplayers or something?
Those are the tinfoil hat fashionistas. They know all the latest fashion trends on how to protect your thoughts.
Where are they protecting their thoughts from?
From the government, of course.
The fashionista scoff.
Do you really want Big Brother in your head reprogramming all your thoughts?
Oh, no, I didn't know I had a big brother, let alone that he was taking all my favorite thoughts away. I have so few to spare.
It's okay, Scott. Don't listen to those well-dressed weirdos. All of the shit the government might be doing, stealing your thoughts. Out of all the things that the government is doing, stealing your thoughts isn't one of them.
And even if they were wrapping your head up like a burrito, it wouldn't do anything to stop it.
But now I'm nervous.
You're making me nervous too, man. Ugh, this anxiety's totally harshing my buzz.
If we don't calm Scott down, we're gonna have some paranoid stoners on our hands. Clyde, can you help him protect his mind somehow? There must also be mind guards for hire, right? Right? Protect your most valuable thoughts by flooding your brain with a ton of useless ones. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that could work. You just need to find someone with useless thoughts and spare, and you fill your head with them.
Dude, all Kale and I have are useless thoughts. Getting high and learning insane facts about niche hobbies is our specialty. How do you think we got into ufology and aliens in the first place? So what do you want to know? I can tell you the history of lotion, every subspecies of cricket, and all the regional variations of the word pussy in Italian. How about I tell you the minutes while baking a perfect loaf of bread? I was really craving bread last night. Ended up on a Boogle deep dive for 9 hours. Oh my god, dude. I did the same thing. Wow, that's crazy. Are we like mind melded or something?
Are you sure you two were just hanging out last night and doing the same activities together?
Oh yeah, that does make more sense. Sorry, my memories of time and place are pretty much replaced with bread facts.
Yeah, this will definitely work.
So to bake the bread, you need flour, sugar, a plastic scraper, and a Dutch oven. Sidebar, the Dutch oven was actually discovered not by the Netherlands, but the Englishmen, who...
And this goes on for a long time. Soon all your thoughts of road tripping start gaining are replaced by stretch and unfold kneading and fermentation techniques. You lose two mind from the actual usefulness of the useful info in your brain throws out to make room for the bread facts. But Kale and Abdu have a great time talking, and it's nice to see your friends have some be so passionate about something. You gain 2 soul. Go too fast. Gotta slow my brain down.
Hey, like, finally, a place to rest. Even the spectral booty needs to do some sitting after so much shaking.
A guide says there are several rest stops like this one. We should be able to reach one like once a week after visiting 4 locations or so.
That sounds good. Let's go chill on those benches, Scott.
As your friends leave, you realize you don't want to rest because you're utterly addicted to making choices all the time. And this rest stop is no different. We quickly access 5 things you can check out around here. But beware, with the exception of the car, each choice can only accommodate 1 player. It's first come, first serve. Now go see what different spots do. So there's a store there. There's the car. I guess you just chill in the car. The info stand will probably you learn facts about places ahead. And then the bus stop will let me like pick up hitchhikers to ride with us. I don't want a hitchhiker though. I want to talk to Polly.
Yeah, we'll talk to Polly. Oh, her cooking interest or party etiquette? Party etiquette.
Ah, yes. Parties, they seem so random and carefree, and yet they're so full of unwritten rules. There's too many to list and go in one go, but I'd say most of them are basically boiled down to applying some common sense. And they could really be really important, especially if you happen to be a special guest. Huh? Special guests are party people and creatures of the night. No one knows how they got to the party. Maybe they're a friend of a friend of a friend, or someone who heard about the party from someone who's not even there. Sometimes a special guest could be a total stranger who just sort of joined you while they were going to an after party. It's random people you choose to open your doors to, basically. If one night you find yourself being a special guest in someone else's party, please behave. Some special guests end up being lifelong friends, and some end up being one-night friendships, and some end up being a generational nuisance. One time at an after party, we had someone I've never seen before asking if he could lick my feet. He was polite about it at least, but still creepy. At some point, he threw his underwear off the balcony, and to this day, I have no idea what the plan was there. Maybe a bold, now there's no going back in his nakedness? I don't know. Big yikes. Yeah, and it should be so easy if a stranger invites you to their home for an after party. Maybe don't be a dick. Ugh. If you can do that, chances are you're already following party etiquette. Dang. Anyway, don't worry. You and me can go partying soon and afterwards, I could probably introduce you to after party culture. Yeah? It's a date. Polly spends the rest listing some of her favorite party rules. Some are pretty obvious and some are quite surprising. Surely good to know them now. Chaotic energy. Whenever prank masters go on hijinks to ensure, can you handle the consequences of their mix? Next week, all resource gain and losses from events will increase by 1. Okay. We're almost to the soul ending. We should push for soul and nothing else, right? I think we could, if we push straight for soul, we can get an ending. We gotta be lucky as hell on this next couple trips, though. Ain't much but it's honest work. See, that one's gonna take away our soul, but this one's gonna give us soul. So we have to go to the farm.
I love looking at the road we leave behind.
Okay, but not while you're driving.
That's funny. Ah, farm life. Sometimes it's nice to get away from the hustle and bustle of the city. Farmers enjoy clean air, homegrown food, and simple living. Sure, it comes at the price of doing lots of hard labor and usually only having livestock for company. But fuck it, today you're all about that cottagecore life. What part of the farm do you want to see first?
Hey, wait a sec. That event type sign looks new.
Yeah, according to the travel guide, that sign means it's a quantities event. They work a lot like exchange events. We always lose and gain equal amounts of resources, and we have to guess which resources are tied to each option. The main difference is the amount of resources that are affected by each option differ. They can be affected a bit, some, or a fucking lot.
Scott, you never swear.
That's how the travel guide phrased it.
Dang. So what's this foul-mouthed travel guide basically say? That if we can choose to play it safe or go bonkers. You already know what Mama could choose. Would choose, Clyde. But this one's up to you. Go for it, boo. See, that's the one where, you know, you go above and beyond, but we really want just soul. I don't want to risk losing soul on that.
You and your friends wander the farm for a bit when you run into its owner.
Oh, hello. I'm Jacqueline. Are you strangers here to help and support me as I restore my grandmother's farm?
Nah, we're more like trespassers. We just wanted to pet some of your cute farm animals.
That's fine too, but I have to warn you, my animals have been acting weirdly lately. Things are going a bit great. I raise cows and sheep, but when I bought my pigs, well, you can see for yourselves, I need to plant at least 45 seeds this afternoon to optimize crop production. But I'll meet up with you at the barn soon.
You check out the barn. The animals are gathered in a circle around one pig standing on a milk crate and giving a speech.
Rise up, comrades,
Says the pig.
we're been long toiled under Monster Kind, doing their bidding for no reward. We must overthrow Jacqueline and take over the farm ourselves.
I love your ideas, Snowflake.
Says the cow.
What sort of reform do you plan to establish once you're a farm overlord?
Well, once I'm ruler, we'll build a huge walled enclosure to imprison the monsters, and then we'll make the monsters pay for it. It'll be awesome.
I'm back. Anyway, do you see what I mean? The animals have gone postal. I don't think I'm a tyrannical farm dictator. Like I've overheard them say, I also don't mind establishing a fair union between me and my animals if that's what it wants. But I'm pretty sure Snowflake just wants to establish himself as the cruel dictator, and is taking advantage of the animals' limited intelligence to do so.
What are you talking about? Snowflake sounds like a great leader. He's gonna make the most monsters pay for the wool.
I've got an idea. Let's introduce the rogue element into the Snowflake's regime. The animals won't listen to us monsters, but they might believe one of their own.
That could work. I've met tons of weird animals since I moved here. Let's ask one of these two.
Okay, hold up. That's a furry. That's not a bunny. That is sending a very normal rabbit who needs convincing backstory to go undercover. They're gonna put me in a suit, essentially. I think that's what that is. What the fuck? Dude, the fucking skunk, dude. The skunk is fucking hilarious. The other one looked like something from FNAF. Like, Jesus Christ. Later, the animals gather for another political meeting. Snowflake is doing a Q&A regarding Monster Kind insurrection.
Snowflake,
Asked as a cow.
when we really get all the hay we can eat in the new regime?
Of course. That's part of the best part about my regime. We won't have to pull plows or do any work. We will have plenty of food. How is it possible?
Asked the concerned horse.
We do need more equal labor distribution, but everyone will need to do some work in order for society to function.
Snowflake's response is drowned out by someone suddenly wailing on a grungy electric guitar.
Ha! You guys are so boring! Who needs society when you can say, fuck that noise and make some noise? Wake up, sheeple!
We're gonna pretend like I'm wailing on a guitar.
We like what he's saying.
Says the sheep, headbanging in unison.
Embrace anarchy.
Yeah! Anarchy! Let's not be too hasty.
Snowflake says desperately.
I promise a lifetime of free hay and enslavement to any animal who supports my leadership.
No one cares. The skunk is drowning out Snowflake's propaganda with his loud guitar solos. The skunk puts on the best punk concert you've ever seen. Well, maybe not the best, but it's definitely the loudest. You gain 3 soul for overthrowing Orwellan's plot, but the mosh pit created a lot of damage to Jacqueline's barn, so you also have to pay 3 money to fix it.
Okay. So we have to get to 25, right? If we do 3 on Soul 2 more times, we'll be there. We'll have it. And if we lose money both of those times, we won't be out of money either. We'll have 2 money left over. That's hype. Oh, God. Wedding Crashers? These are both for hype, and I don't know what that other one is. Experimental Prison. Wedding Crashers. Fuck. This will probably ruin our souls, so we don't want to go Wedding Crashing. So let's go to the Experimental Prison. We can lose some stamina for something. Why is the red sun eventful? Fuck! Why'd she say something?
Hey, Polly, look at what time it is.
Fuck yeah, put the radio on, Clint.
Welcome back to Convenient Exposition, the radio where our guests give narratively convenient road trip tips. Mr. Thompson, Mr. McCarthy, what can you tell us about the mysterious resource known as stamina? Stamina is the fuel for our bodies, Getting stamina up is simple. Eat stuff, stay hydrated, get some rest. This is important since our arduous activities such as exercising or having intercourse will eat up your stamina. Throwing your food away or using it in ways that don't involve eating will also lower your stamina. Cormac, something you said about stamina reminded me of mine. It takes an experienced road tripper to differentiate how resting raises your stamina, but relaxes raises your mind. You're spot on, Hunter. A strong, relaxed mind can save you from succumbing to road madness. And this day, I suspect is an ancient deity preying on mortal psyches. Relaxing and finding enlightenment will keep your mind up and also strengthen your brain by learning new things. But if you overtax your brain, you may actually risk lowering your mind. Anything that strains your brain can result in mind loss from trying to comprehend incomprehensible to getting anxiety-inducing situations. You betcha, says the radio host. Even thinking of a long time, like myself after this very edifying rumination, which is why we'll stop this episode right here. Cormac S. Thompson and Hunter McCarthy, everyone.
Thompson and McCarthy, am I right?
Nah, I have no idea what you mean by that, Scott.
Me neither, Polly. Me neither.
You're faced with a strange prison. You have no clue why you'd want to take a break into a prison. Why you'd want to break into a prison as a fun road trip activity. But it's safe to say that this place isn't your typical penitentiary. Maybe the morbid curiosity is getting to you. All right, but before I hit this X button, I need to freshen up. Yeah, that's what I meant by freshen up. That's cached. So we're gonna move on to this other bowl I've got packed. It's not cached, and it needs to be because it's still pretty full. Pretty good. Swig of alcohol to help the throat. In any case, what are you hoping to find inside this prison? Impossible mazes, complex rules. That'll kill stamina. Deadly games, that'll increase hype. Impossible mazes, probably. I think that would be mind. Complex rules would damage stamina, but it could bring up soul. Yeah. You all go to the prison entrance to inquire about a tour, but the security guards just beat you unconscious and lock you in a cell. Bummer.
What happened? Did we go on a bender and I forgot? Did we buy these ugly jumpsuits on the bender?
Nope. Welcome to Experimental Prison Theater. I've been stuck in here a while, so I've got some good tips on how not to die and have fun doing it. First tip, don't join Santiago's gang. They just want your money, and they don't even have a cool prison gang tat.
Thanks to the info, Dahlia, but you know anything about getting out of here?
Yeah, I guess you should have started with that. So this is the prison's golden rule, is that you're assigned to put on every night. The play that you're assigned for the day is determined by your jumpsuit. The syllable corresponds to the play, and the number is the part you get. Like, Clint's got number 1, so they'll play the lead role. Nice! Anyway, during your play, there will be a door on stage that leads outside. You can walk out of it and be home free. But you have to improv a reason why you're using that door. It makes sense in the context of your play. If you can't improv a good reason, you'll get shot in the head. Don't worry, that's how these punishment games usually go. I just have fun with it and try to forget about the life or death stakes. I could have escaped last week, but we were doing Mamma Mia, and I really wanted to stay to find out who the real father was. Today I'm doing Rock and Terror Cinematic Spectacular. I've already got a plan to make my great escape during the time jump song. It's one of those songs that tells you to dance to it, so I'm just singing now, going through the prison exit and leave. Dahlia wins again!
Gotcha. I'm guessing that based on our jumpsuits, we got assigned the Lion Prince?
Guess so. Good luck justifying a lion would use a door. See you at the theater.
Okay, we just gotta escape prison by improvising a reason to use the door during a stage production of The Lion Prince, under penalty of death. No pressure.
I actually think that's a lot of pressure. Don't worry, Clint. We've got this. Polly and I are great actors, and you're... Oh, I know. You're great at thinking of reason why our characters would use the door.
Okay, that one sounds pretty good. Wonder out loud why there's a single door in the middle of the African savannah. Get everyone in and it's hooked on it by off-putting history. I think this one would, like, actually sell. That's pretty good. Okay. Oof. This is gonna suck.
After hours of intense rehearsal, you and your friends have lost 3 stamina, but you're ready to perform. The Lion Prince is chosen first to perform. You'll be playing the titular role of Samba.
Hi, I'm Simone, the happy-go-lucky meerkat with no ambition and an appetite for bugs.
And I'm Roomba, a warthog who loves to fart.
Jeez, Scott, you didn't have to actually fart. Fuck, gross. Anyway, Samba, my little prince, as you mature into the feline king you were born to be, we're here to teach you the most important part of adulthood. It's a little something called escaping the prison with, sing with me, Roomba.
Escaping the prison, what a wonderful phrase.
Escaping the prison ain't no past and caress.
See no wonders, wardens, for the rest of your days.
You'll be truly free. It all depends on your philosophy.
Escaping prison. As the song concludes, you say something vaguely profound to the metaphor of passing adulthood and step through the door. Make it outside without getting shot. Maybe because everyone bought your bullshit. Maybe because they're too busy singing your song. Either way, you're alive.
We did it! I just got done making the point that Samba's accent, ascent to the throne, was also forces Simone to mature, and everyone bought it!
They kicked me out because I wouldn't stop farting, but I'll take it. You drive away from the prison humming your catchy song and gain 3 mind for your clever scene work. Hey, so we got 3 mind. That's good. We can fuck with that. Okay, Soul. Ah, fuck, dude. Soul, no! Probably just a mirage or cult headquarters.
Do we need magic? No. We need money? I mean, kinda, but not really. And this one only has... What is that? If I remember right, the sad face like that is... Mind? Oh, I think? Oh boy. Okay, I don't know. I thought this would have hints. It didn't have hints. No, there's no hints here either. Okay, you know what? We'll go from... We'll just give it a shot.
Do you think our car is secretly a battle robot?
Maybe. Maybe, Scott.
Well, what sort of place is this? Is it even real? Location nonsensical, could be easily just the product of a dehydrated, overheated brain. About half the weird shit you do see on the daily could fall into that category too. So what do you say? One thing's for sure, you're going to explore this strange place. Where do you go? Wise Talking Bush. Oasis of a Thousand Scots. Mirage Town. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, dude. Alright. We really walked into this one. I feel like this would kill our mind, but raise other stats. So we're gonna do this one. Because I think that's mind, right? That's not soul. It's not magic. It could be hype, but either way, you and your friends check out the Mirage. It's full of gorgeous oases, flying pigs, unproblematic teeter feeds, and other things that never exist.
Polly, I'm thirsty. Can I get a drink of that puddle over there?
I mean, you don't need my permission, but I have to warn you that I don't think that puddles are real.
If I can see it, it means it's real. Besides, I feel I'm drawn to this puddle. It's almost as if it were made for Scott specifically.
Okay, whatever that means, you wander over the puddle, indulge Scott, come across something buck fucking wild.
Holy shit. This place is crawling with Scots. How is this even possible?
Welcome to the dark side, Scott. Let's play. Let's say cuss words and pee on fire hydrants. That's ours.
Oh, sure. I mean, I do both of those things once in a while. Anyway.
You do? Is that possible? You were the dark side, Scott, all along. Nice. It's nice to meet you, dudes. I'm Chaz.
Hi, Chaz. Dang, bro, you sure look distinct from me, while somehow still being the same genre of good boy as me.
Heck yeah, dude. I was just making homemade waffles for other Scots here. You want one?
Sure. I just have one question first. What's up with the Scott over there? Scott, the feed me cotton.
Okay, yep, that's definitely our cue to go before we lose any more mind.
Oh, do we have to? I feel so welcome here. I'm finally among my people. Can we stick around and meet just one more Scott before we go? Please?
Damn, how can I say no to you, buddy? Fine, we can meet one more Scott. Choose wisely.
Me? Wise? That's a lot of pressure. Clint, can you help me decide who to talk to?
Oh my god. What the actual... I'm going with sexy cat Scott. Scott in a very revealing maid outfit and carrying a tray of snacks. How is this even a contest?
Oh, woo, no. What's up, bros? Do you want some delicious ice cream? Thanks for yummy snacks, bro. Where'd you learn the recipe? From my maid cafe, Kawaii Wolf. The salmon sorbet is our most beloved recipe. Wink. Wow, you own a restaurant? Congrats, bro. Tee, thanks. It's my realm. Everyone runs their own food joint, and everyone competes to be the best food joint ever. Catgirl Volley and Catboy Calcawester run a food truck. Catboy Liam and I have our cafe. Polly opened up her own toilet winery.
Wait, why am I not a cat girl in this alternate reality? What did I do to get left out of the gimmick?
Forget that, it's a cat boy, Scott, saying he runs a cafe, like an actual cafe. He's not just like a weirdly detailed mirage. Of course I'm not. Whoo! What's this? Are you saying you bros are mirages yourselves? I don't think I'm a mirage. Maybe I could be if I was a mirage. Would I even know it?
Seriously, is there some sort of anti-cat girl quality about me? I never thought I'd be offended by this until it happened.
Okay, you should probably go before Catboy Scott makes you question your existence any longer. At least you gained 3 stamina for that surprisingly delicious salmon sorbet. Ah, damn. I wonder what the fucking ethereal probably would have gave me soul. Regular motel, backbone of a road trip experience. Damn. There's also a spa. I guess we'll go to the... I kind of want to go to the motel. Doobie-doo, driving carelessly, knowing nothing will happen. You fucking... I just want to punch my mic every time they say some shit.
God, fuck! Turn the radio on! Convenient exposition has started already! We can't miss that!
Roger.
Mr. Thompson, what are you telling us about the hype again?
Yes, let me repeat anything that makes you rejoice your core when you get your hype up. It includes laughing out loud, doing grossy gig stuff, or going to town, if you know what I mean, wink. I like keeping my hype strong and vigorous. That's why I avoid all the stuff that will lower my hype. Like doing boring stuff, mingling with dull or annoying people, or choosing mundane solutions over epic ones. Amen! Speaking of boring stuff, you know what else is boring? Being a good person. But sometimes you need to be if you want to keep your soul up. Oh yeah, why do we even need to have souls anyway? Beats me! At least soul is quite easy to manage. Doing good deeds, soul up. Being your worst self, soul down. So remember kids, don't underestimate the power of helping strangers while you're on the road. You gotta keep your soul healthy and clean. Amazing, simply amazing. Your tips have been extremely helpful and incredibly exploitative. You've provided a great tutorial for anyone who aims to have a successful road trip. Cormac S. Thompson and Hunter McCarthy, everyone. Whoa, Polly. I think I've grown as a person.
Yeah, Cormac S. Thompson and Hunter McCarthy are part of the family from now on. A toast to convenient exposition!
Hooray! After a long, exhausting day of sitting in a car, you're ready to turn in for the night. Time to choose which mundane activity you do before going to sleep. Surely Polly and Scott will find a way to make it weird. TV, order pizza, or get ready for bed. You claim your mattress and start preparing to go to bed. As you're deciding which of your onesies to make you look most fuckable, you hear Scott and Polly giggling in the bathroom. You go investigate.
Oh, hi there, Clint. Scott and I are doing our nightly skincare routine. Can I join us?
Oh, surely. But before you can rejoice about these two doing a normal activity for once, you see them step aside. Real fleshy, undulating pile of skin sitting on the sink. What the fuck is that? It's our skin, silly. I heard that skincare is really important, but Polly doesn't have skin of her own anymore, so I got her this little guy to care for.
I named him Rodriguez.
Okay, but where did Scott even get the Eldred Skin Abomination?
Boo, you ask too many questions.
And questions are not part of a good skincare routine. Wink!
Sorry, you gotta help us lotion on Rodriguez or not?
Despite not having eyes, the skin is somehow staring at you, maybe even through you. Nope, I didn't sign up for this. Actually, you did sign up for it. The moisturizing Margaritas is on the road trip contract.
Damn it. The day I signed that contract on a dare. It looks like you're stuck rubbing lotion on the creature. How long can you stand to do it? Oh, this will probably take away some of my stamina, right? Fuck it, we'll go all night, baby. Fuck it, you're doing it, you're doing this. You start vigorously rubbing lotion into the warm, wiggly skin. Minutes become hours and you're up to your elbows in detached skin. You run out of lotion and begin moisturizing Rodriguez with your own blood. The skin appreciates the blood sacrifice. You see things like choruses of angels singing and forbidden tongues surrounding the cascade of recognizable colors. Your mind expands. The skin is the biggest organ in the body. Skin is everywhere. The entire world is covered in fine layers of skin. At one point, God appears and says to you, "Thank you, Clint, for caring so much about my creatures, even ugly ones. Even ugly, disturbing ones I made when I was drunk. The skin is love. The skin is life. You care for the skin, and the skin will care for you forever."
Good morning, Clint. Still taking care of Rodriguez? That's cool. You mind if I take my morning poop while you're at it?
Go ahead, it matters not. There's no privacy. We're all connected by the skin. You've lost 4 mind doing this all night, gained 2 hype from your friends and approval and 1 soul because you've done a good deed today, or so you think. Yeah, baby, 1 soul! Yeah! You also gained 1 magic from meeting God during a skincare session, or at least from tripping on potentially your own belief you did. The skin always provides. I gained so much shit. That was nuts, dog. What did I only lost some mind? That's fine. You know, I don't need my mind. I'm fucking crazy as it is. Ugh. Plan to end this run on the next turn, like the next week. Let's try for it. Her mad skills at chest, or what's it like being a ghost? And honestly, I want to know about her being a ghost. Being a ghost is dope. Not only can you like go through your afterlife with way less limitations, but it also makes you think, like, life, afterlife, how does it even work? Some people are born ghosts, and other people are, like me, are dead ghosts. We surely don't abide by the same rules as corporal creatures, but there are rules nonetheless. Oh, weird ghost rules? Yes, we're not exactly mortal, but I've learned we're not immortal either. How that works is still a mystery to me. Same here. Like, some ghosts age and some don't. Some do after a bit different, after different paces. It's weird. And some ghosts definitely cease to be. But that's far from the end of it. How so? We keep transforming and transitioning in very different ways again and again. So who knows, tomorrow I might not even be here anymore. But maybe I'll become something else, something new. I may be stardust, I may be flesh once again, I may be warm, distant memory, I may be a line in a song. She sits in silence looking at the stars as she grabs your hand. Maybe a bit in awe, maybe a bit in fear. Damn, dog. Maybe it's because of the route I'm going if that conversation came up. That was a deep conversation, Polly. Oh, hold on. That's a gas station, obviously. Border on one-person country. Okay. Yeah, we're going here for the... Yeah. Regular gas station, back from me. Yeah, we're going here.
If I drink gas, would I become a car?
Why would you want to become a car anyway? That's not the real question to be asking, but it's a good one to ask him. Gas stations are overpriced, full of pollutants, and their dirty bathrooms seem to invent new diseases every day. But they're necessary evil if you want to make your car move. Welcome to the road trip life. So what do? Use the restroom is gonna give us some soul. Maybe there's... I don't understand. I think the pictures of the chibis are adorable, dude. Like, they look so cute.
You're sitting in your stall getting all your farts out, then you hear a knock coming from the stall to your left.
Hey, I hate to bother you, but I need some toilet paper. I wouldn't normally do this, but it's a funny story.
It's the funny story that you ran out of toilet paper?
Hey, good guess! So can I have some?
You give them a wad of toilet paper, then leave you alone for about 30 seconds.
Hey, buddy, so funny story. I went to light a cigarette and dropped my lighter on the toilet. Can I bum a light?
You pass them a lighter and hope that'll be the end of it. It isn't.
Hey there, old buddy, old pal. Still there, huh? Must be on a big shit. So can I borrow an umbrella? It's a real funny story. I think it's gonna rain later today, but I left my umbrella at home. Oh, and hey, do you think you could help me solve my crossword puzzle? Funny story, I've been a crossword champ since I was 12. It's kind of my thing. My strategy is doing them in a public restroom and asking whoever's in the stall next to me for help with the solutions. Genius, right? Anyway, I need an 11-letter word for navel. Any ideas? You suggest belly button. You also ask if they've got any favors or funny stories for you before you get back doing your doing your business. Oh, I'm glad you asked. See, if it's a funny story, I've been keeping a list on the back of my crossword just in case I need anything else. He passes you the crossword over in stall with a list of things on the back. Which of these can you give the stranger? Very fancy hat. Feedback on the 300-page toilet screenplay. A free piggyback ride. Oh my god, that's so funny. You know, I think it's gonna be a piggyback ride, you know? Hey, thanks, pal. You're doing me a huge solid. Let me just finish dropping this huge solid. We can get going. Gross. What the fuck is wrong with you? Honestly, you get harder and harder to narrate every day. How am I supposed to say Clid piggybacked the stranger they met in a public toilet into the sunset and have anyone take me seriously? It's a great pal, but could you go a little faster, like a gallop maybe? I could, and you could maybe whinny like a horsey. You gallop the stranger into the countryside where you find a tea party with several other people being piggybacked. Hey, look! It's Mix Walters Colosso. Someone with a person back says to your stranger, "We didn't think you'd make it, old friend." Hello, Sir Rockefeller. See, it's a funny story. My typical peasant horsey fell through, so I had to barter with a stranger in the bathroom to get here. Oh, darling. So skilled at wrangling up horses at the moment I notice. Here, have some tea and caviar, indulge. You politely ask for some tea. They tell you it's not for horses. And you try to sell you on some raw hay. Pass. Spend the whole afternoon piggybacking Mix Walters Colosso around. Then let you back to your friends at the end of the day. Thank you so much, Clid. I really appreciate you being a good little horsey last minute. How'd you feel? Hungry after all that work. No refreshments. You get 3 stamina piggybacking, but you also gain 3 soul for helping a stranger out. We're almost there, baby. We're almost there. Oh, shit. It's obvious where we're going. We're not going to the Battle Royale. We're going to the caves. My soul feels good. I feel like I'm gonna have it. Not that I'm interested, but still. What could be inside this dark cave? Gold and jewels, abandoned mine shaft, dinosaur bones, and ancient civilization that's yet to be uncovered? I mean, all the things are hella unlikely. It's almost definitely just a bunch of bats and rocks in there. But you won't know unless you're for sure until you explore the cave. What are you gonna do here? Rescue trap people. You, Polly, and Scott are hiking around the cave looking for cool stalagmites and bats when you hear voices coming from a far chamber. Whoa, bro. Sorry. I went muscle man there for a second.
Whoa, bro. There are people in here, and they're chained to that wall.
Kanke.
Don't worry, everyone. We're gonna save you and bring you back to the outside world.
What are you talking about?
The prisoner asked.
We don't need saving. We like it here. This place is everything we need.
The cave people nod in the wall opposite them. You look and see that there's a shadow puppet being projected on it. Look, the shadow doggy is back. Look, the shadow doggy is back, and he's here playing with the shadow bunny and the amorphous shadow blob. Best day ever. Those shadows aren't real. Let us unchain you, and we'll show you that the outside world is more than shadow puppets. No! The prisoners yell. How dare you try and force us to expand our narrow world views? The shadows are real. Though they're all we have ever known, why would we abandon them? We're already happy and complacent here. Because learning the truth is worth overcoming your fear of the unknown, damn it. Clint, how do we talk these people into laying?
Build a bulletproof and penetrable case to convince them that the outside world is much cooler shadows outside. Time to incur some good old student debt and get a PhD in philosophy. Oh my god, that's funny. Both of these are going to use something. I think this one uses stamina, that one uses... We're going to do this one. Bulletproof. Build a bulletproof and irrefutable case.
Great idea. Time for a planning montage.
Montage past you guys reading books about shadows, writing on chalkboard, practicing all your shadow puppets, doing chemistry for some reason. You lose three-minded. In the exhaustion of research, but you find the irrefutable case of why the prisoner should leave.
Listen up, bros. We know you think shadows are cool, but the shadows outside the cave are even cooler, so come with us.
That's it? That's your whole argument? What about the montage and the chemistry bit?
We're not convinced, says the prisoner. The shadows are here. They've already pretty great.
True, but get this. In the outside world, shadows are so cool and interesting that they even have their own mascot. His name is Shadow the Hedgehog. He's so popular, he has his own video game and lots of lewd fetish art.
Oh,
says one of the prisoners.
Well, we do love lewd fetish stuff. Our other second favorite thing to shadows is being chained to a wall, after all.
I knew it! I knew this was kinky!
You successfully free the prisoners, and they go on their outside world to meet Shadow the Hedgehog. Unfortunately, they're completely blinded by Shadow's coolness. But all that matters is that you gain 3 soul for the rescue. We're getting an ending, baby. We need some mind to go with this soul, but I guess we only get money? Cryptic tech company or kite tournament. I guess we'll go to the cryptic tech company.
Polly, am I a good boy?
If our soul level aren't mistaken, we're all good boys.
No, you've never seen technology this advanced before. You finally can answer the questions like, what's the future of virtual reality like? Is it crypto really a currency of tomorrow? What the fuck are NFTs anyway? There's so much to see, but only so much time. You want to check out? True AI, the metaverse, the algorithm. Dude, that's so funny, dude. True AI. Walk into a room full of elegant people. There's a pianist, waitress serving sushi, and some engineers talking notes.
Ah, guests,
Says one of the engineers.
welcome to the showcase of our latest invention. An AI that can pass for a regular monster. We're actually doing a publicity stunt right now. There's one robot in the room with us. If you can correctly guess who it is, you'll win a cash prize.
Oh, that's crazy. Polly, are you the robot?
I don't think so. I can dance a mean robot, but that doesn't mean I am one. How about you, Scott? Are you the robot?
I don't know. Can a robot be a good boy?
If it was programmed that way, sure.
Really? Then maybe I am the robot.
I can't believe I have to say this, but no, Scott isn't the robot.
How do you know that, Clint? Are you the robot?
No, none of us are the robot, obviously. Sounds like something a robot would say. I'll let it go for now, but you're on thin fucking ice.
Well, if none of us are the robot, how are we going to figure out who is the robot?
Okay, pretend to be dismayed by every conversation you hold as an excuse to throw your drink over your interlocutor, a sign of strong disapproval. Start conversation topics that would be hard for a cold, logical mind to truly comprehend. You three approach a group of socialities sitting on some sofas and talking. It's just so tragic, says.
It's just so tragic,
One woman says.
Mother's illness has progressed to the point of no return. The doctor says she's only a few weeks left to live.
Fuck that noise. You should try healing crystals. Everyone knows illnesses are caused by a buildup of bad vibes. Just rub some clear quartz on her forehead and you'll suck those shitty vibes right out.
That makes sense.
That makes sense, said one of the socialites. Healthcare is free in most of the world, but healing crystals aren't, and everyone knows expensive things are always better. You notice the rich man is not taking part in the conversation. He's being strangely quiet.
You could also try putting your mama on a raw meat diet. Muscular bros I watched YouTube say fermented liver gets the toxins out of their biceps.
The man is being noticeably quiet now. You think you see smoke coming from his ears.
I'm all for trying anything to help Mother,
Says the woman.
but what if the crystals and the raw liver don't work?
Well, it's like I always say, when in doubt, turn to the power of prayer. Why don't we just join our hands right now? Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy... Boom!
The quiet man's head explodes off his shoulders. Everyone is twisted metal.
Oh no! My prayer made the guy die! Was he Satan?
Only if the devil's a robot. We did it, gang!
He went 3 money for the robot. He'd lose 3 mind for resorting to illogical tactics. We're gonna die! We just can't do anything with a mind. Or we gain mind next game. Is that mind? Yeah, I think that's mind. We'll gain mind this round. We can't lose it if we gain it.
I think we've been thinking too much lately.
Yeah, it'd be good to get some peace of mind.
That's what we're here for, guys. Well, there's literally nobody here. You've been wandering this village for a bit and haven't found another living soul. What could have happened to all the inhabitants? All their stuff is still here, huh? You suppose the first order of business is to investigate what happened? Mystery is afoot. You and your friends begin searching the village for clues and run to your friend Joy. Time for a refill. 1 second.
Whoa, what are you guys doing here? I thought this place was abandoned.
It is. That's why we're investigating what happened. Why don't we compare clues? I found some really compelling rawhide earlier before I ate it.
No offense, but I'd rather work alone. Whatever took all of these villagers could be seriously evil. You guys should leave this world saving. You guys should leave the world saving to the professionals.
Come on, we could figure this out together. I, for one, think everyone realized this village sucks and they all moved to Vegas.
Sure, if you guys really want to help me, why don't you try solving this Rubik's Cube I found? It's a very important clue. Definitely.
I'll solve it, Joy. Don't you? I won't let you down.
20 minutes later.
Well, I'm stumped. It would probably be easier if I wasn't colorblind.
This is booty. Joy only gave us that clue to distract us from the real investigation. She doesn't think we're competent detectives.
Well, let's solve the case before she does. If we find the answer first, Joy will finally see how good and smart we are.
Good call, Scotty. We'll be a regular Sherlock and Watson. I'm great at reading people's micro expressions to deduce what they're really thinking about.
Oh, do me! What are my micro expressions thinking about?
Milk bones? No, wait, you're thinking about sports. Final answer, am I right?
You're asking me? I don't know what I'm thinking about. That's why I need you to tell me.
It doesn't take a detective to see that Polly and Scott are hopeless at this at their own. Luckily, you know exactly how to turn them into great investigators. Alright, we get a fancy technology to attack the ultimate investigation technique. Zoom in, enhance. Or need to take the acute perception of Sherlock Holmes, who can analyze myriad details just by looking at a crime scene. His secret, doing lots of nose candy. I think that one would be the answer. Doing lots of nose candy is definitely the answer. Perfect leap in logic. You and Polly do nose candy until it'll give you the hyperactive edge you need to notice all the details you wouldn't normally see. Woo! Okay. I'm ready to investigate. I'm like so ready. I can hear my fucking pulse. Wait, I don't even have one. That's so funny.
Polly, look over there. That phone on the ground. Let's check out the photos on it. Maybe your superpowered Sherlock brain will see a clue.
The last photos on the phone are the cloudy sky above the village. You see a weird electrical storm brewing in one of the pics. Fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah. This is so promising. Oh my god. My teeth are vibrating weird. Wait, forget the dumb photos. Look at this phone. Something's off about it.
You're right. The case is cracked. Maybe that means there was some foul play.
No, forget the crack. Look at the ugly color scheme. This case, wow, with olive green stripes. Gross. I could do so much better. Polly grabs some markers and starts drawing better phone case. The vibrant colors, amazing design, and breakdancing stick figure. Polly's a natural. You're right. I so am. I should design phone cases professionally. I make millions in no time, and we can use those millions to buy more nose candy. Of course, that's so obvious now. You've been wasting your time on proms, summer camp, road trips, when the answer all along was building a phone case empire. Fuck yeah, let's do it, Clint. You're waiting for, you know anything about designing a website, running an online marketplace? Can't be that hard. You excitedly Google how to design a website, and you're ready to build your fortunes. Wait, what's going on over here? I thought you guys left already. You underestimated us, Joy, but we already proved you wrong. We're totally capable of being millionaire phone case designers. What?
Woohoo, you definitely cracked the case. The phone case. You lose 3 stamina for being cooked on hyper, but you gain 3 mind.
That was nuts. How do I end the road trip, though? I thought it would just be over by this point. Like, I thought it was just like an ending happens now. You know? What happens? I don't understand.
After some conversations, you'll activate a deep conversation. This is your first one. Deep conversations can end in success or failure. They're the key to scoring a date at the ending. Hitchhikers have only one convoluted deep conversation each, while Polly and Scott have 2. So once a player succeeds at a deep conversation, sometimes even if they fail at it, no other player can attempt it. Act fast, because whoever gets there first will be the only one with the chance of finding love. How do these things work, though? During the first half of the deep conversation, your monster friend will hint at their preferences on a topic that's important to them. Think of these hints as rules. When looking at the options, search for ways in which they break the rules. 2 out of the 3 will break the rules somehow. One that breaks no rules is the right option. Choose that one to show your friend you really know and understand them. So are you a good listener or not? Whoa, I only get 1 conversation top? Oh, fuck, okay. Our projects. Projects? Well, don't laugh, but sometimes I wonder, what if I wrote something myself? Like, I love devouring literature, so what if I vomited a bit of it too? Imagine, barf. What would your novel be about? I don't know yet. I have several ideas. I'm not sure yet. I sort of tend to avoid genre fiction, avoid the genre fiction myself. So I probably do the same for my own stuff. I've read some kick-ass genre fiction. I've read some kick-ass genre fiction, but oftentimes I find it focuses so much on adhering to tropes and conversations. Sure, some amazing novels dare to go beyond all that, but most of the time it bores me a bit. Like, I respect it, but it's not my thing. Valid. Okay, so she doesn't like genre fiction. And please spare me the obvious metaphors that go for... Okay, so no metaphors. Go for a message that is thrown at your face with the subtlety of a brick. Good literature doesn't pretend to give you answers. It asks good questions for you to ruminate about.
And don't get me started on the characters. You know what Mama likes about them novel characters? For them to be hot? No, I mean, yes, but the most important thing is for them to be relatable. To be a beautiful, complex, flawed character that I can connect with. But also make them hot. I have so many ideas of what I want in a novel, so little idea of what the actual novel should be. Care to give a girl some ideas, my friend? Oh man, this is hard. So there's this sexy, brooding, cynical chain smoker who survives in a city riddled with crime for reluctantly helping people in need for money. That one sounds kind of like redundant though. Intimacy coordinator that's good at their craft. They're now on a journey to reconnect with their own intimacy in a way that's less intellectual. God's gift to everyone, powerful magic rectangles that connect monster kind, but what if they made monster kind lonelier than ever? See, that's a metaphor, and that one also might be... I think this one might be the answer. That's actually a really good idea, Boo. I'm legit surprised. Thanks? Like, intimacy is a subject I can find super interesting. It sort of transcends sex or love. It's incredibly universal, unabidedly, and relatable. I would have to do extensive research on the work of intimacy coordinators to be faithful to the character. But that, at the same time, I can draw from a lot of personal experience. It's a lovely mix. And I could write it in a way that doesn't pack obvious answers. An exploration of intimacy from someone who needs a balance in their technical expertise with their subject experience. I should aim for people who reflect on their own relationship with intimacy. Clint, you're a fucking genius. I've heard it before. I can't confirm or deny that statement. Hey, you dog. Listen, I think this could be it. I might explore this idea further once we're back from this road trip. Would you be up for reading a manuscript and tossing some feedback at me? Sure thing. We could even exchange notes on intimacy. And so you spent the night exchanging notes on intimacy. It was incredibly edifying and arousing. The best combination. Helping your friends can be fun. It's probably more than a friend. Yes.
Yes, baby, we did it! Destination fulfilled!
Can't believe we got one. Where is it at?
What is it? What is it?
Welcome to the City of Vice. You indulge yourselves unapologetically. Gambling, parties, crimes, you name it. On the last night, you go all in. So much that the next day you remember nothing. The hotel room is a mess. There's a ton of random hats, katana, some fruit, a dragon heart, body pillow, a bathtub with a bear. Dang, whatever happened last night sure was something. And that wasn't all. Congrats, you've reached a destination. But there's more to it. Every player gets an individual ending. You could end up being a lame loser, just okay, or the MVP. In multiplayer mode, the result will be determined based on how much either you each contributed to the resources it needed to reach the destination. In single player mode, it's determined by your overall resource spread. So, there's also the date ending, which is its own requirements. But ending up a lame loser will override the date ending, so no dates allowed for lame losers. Anyway, let's judge you. City of Vice can't wait, really? I mean, you're having quite the conversation with Polly. Feathers? Yeah, tickle sex is weird, but a lady must try everything at least once in an afterlife. A penguin mask? I'm joking. But it's hard to think of anything that catches you off guard, girl. You betcha.
You munch on pizza. You two are sharing while you play this little game in the car. I know. A globe. Just one? I've had sex using all sorts of gloves. Winter gloves, construction gloves, mittens. No, a globe with a B. Ah, yes, definitely. You'll never guess how that one went, let me tell you. She leans in and whispers in your ear. Her warm breath tickles your ear. You're alone, just the two of you. She doesn't need to whisper it. Maybe she's just flirting. Nah, you're just imagining things. When she finishes, you almost choke on your pizza. Fuck, that story was strange and yet incredibly provocative. Okay, I give up. She looks at you for a hot second with such intensity that, dang, she should use protection before looking at someone like that. Let me think. Something that has never played a part in a wild poly night. Pizza. And now you're definitely choked as she places her hand on your thigh, still holding that look. Really? Nah, boo. Been there, done that. Let me show you. She leans over to initiate what's bound to be a very long night. Oh, yeah. It was me. The answer was me. I've never been a part of a poly thing. It's not about the journey. Road trip fling. That's 2 trophies already. Hell yeah, dog. New destination, 1 new good ending, 12 new locations, 15 new events, new outcomes, 13. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. There's 69 places to find. And apparently, if you go through 10 weeks and explore everything, there's a secret ending. And just like that, the road trip came to an end. It's full to the brim with danger, fun, and utter nonsense. It was everything we could have expected from a road trip with Polly and Scott, and then some. We not only survived the whole thing, but we conquered it. We came out different people. It all turned out to be a pilgrimage into its self-discovery, a rite of passage, a quest for growth. That is to say, a fucking good road trip. As we are heading back home, I thought about how all this could just be one of those first stops in a much bigger journey that we only just beginning. I felt ominous and scary, but it was going to be alright. Because we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. That's adorable. They're so cute. We're gonna watch this for a bit because I love the chibis. They're just so precious. Hell yeah, dog. Oh, and if I do get copyrighted, I don't make money from these, so please don't copyright me. You're not going to get anything from me because I don't earn anything from streaming. God, I forgot how much I love these games. They're so much fun. I will be playing the fourth one when it comes out. I'll probably be playing it as soon as it comes out on console. But I heard it's coming out on PC first, so I don't know if I'll be able to stream it when it first comes out. Awesome. Thank you, Beautiful Glitch, for creating such a diverse universe that I love. I love playing these games. Yeah, I know my Hitchhiker Pack's available. I already bought it, damn it. Now I can play the prank mode. Okay, that's good to know. Check out some of the art gallery. Hell yeah. Where are the things at? There it is. Oh wow, so it only lets me have the... okay. Okay, so these have like individual things I could... Okay. I think I bugged it for a second. Okay. Okay, do character profiles. What? There's a few of the Scots. Those are fun. Okay, so I unlocked that whole thing already. Okay. Well, we did that. Let's see what else we can get. There's a... Let's go to the meta shop and see if we've earned any coins. Ooh, we got a lot. Welcome back. You need the prank tokens burned into your pockets, so let's go ahead and spend some. Insert coins. Insert 10 coins. Nice. Okay. That was good. That was good. What did that unlock? Oh, more gallery stuff? I can just unlock things that I haven't seen before. Oh, cool. These are all really cool. Pretty good. Alright, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I probably enjoyed it more than anyone else.